You know that feeling, right? You've got like 5 different AI chat windows open, you're trying to do one simple thing, and it's just a total mess. Well, today we are going to replace all of that chaos with a super clear strategy. We're going to build your perfect AI stack. So here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll dig into the one big mistake almost everyone is making with these tools. Then, we're going to build out your own specialist AI toolkit, piece by piece. After that, we'll put it all together into a really simple, powerful stack. And to wrap it up, we'll look at what this whole specialist idea means for the future of your work. All right, so let's just dive right in with the problem. There's this one fundamental mistake that honestly most of us are making when we use these incredible new tools, and it is the #1 reason for all that AI-related frustration you might be feeling.
Think about it like this. Imagine you're trying to build a simple wall, right? But instead of hiring one person, you hire 5 different contractors that all work on the exact same spot at the exact same time. So you've got one guy laying a brick, another one comes in with some mortar, a third one's checking the level. I mean, it would be an absolute disaster, right? Total chaos. Well, believe it or not, that is exactly what a lot of us are doing with AI.
So here's the mistake. We're treating every AI like it's a one-size-fits-all tool. We're just throwing the same prompt at all of them and kind of hoping for the best. And what happens? Well, we're not playing to their unique strengths. We end up wasting a ton of time, and honestly, the results are just not as good. So, just take a second and be honest. Does this sound like you? Are you constantly copy-pasting the same prompt into different AI models? Do you get confused about which tool gave you which answer? Yeah? If that sounds even a little familiar, don't worry. We are about to fix all of that. Okay, so the big shift here, the solution, is to stop thinking of these AIs as competing against each other. Instead, think of them as your personal team of specialists. You've got a writer, a researcher, a coder. Each one has a specific job. And your role? You're the project manager. You're the one who knows exactly who to call for exactly which task. All right, first up on our team of specialists, Claude. For our new toolkit, I want you to think of Claude as your dedicated strategic partner. This is your main co-writer. So when should you call on Claude? Whenever you need to think something through deeply. We're talking about building a business plan, drafting a really detailed report, or just having one of those long back-and-forth conversations to really nail down an idea. It's fantastic at keeping track of the whole conversation. But quick warning, don't ask it for today's stock prices. That's not its job. Okay, next up, the one pretty much everyone knows, ChatGPT. Now, in our new specialist toolkit, think of ChatGPT as your Swiss Army knife. It's that quick, super versatile multi-tool. Need to whip up a quick social media post or grab a snippet of code? Maybe create a cool image for a presentation? This is your guy. It's incredibly fast and its skills are just so broad. But here's the catch. For that deep strategic stuff, it can be a little too agreeable. Sometimes it'll tell you what it thinks you want to hear instead of really challenging your ideas. And now for a specialist #3, Perplexity. This is your dedicated, always-on-call research assistant, period. I mean it. When you absolutely positively need current, verifiable information and you need to see the sources, this is the only tool you should be using. It actually searches the web in real time and then shows you its work, telling you exactly where it got the info. It's perfect for things like market research or just simple fact-checking. Just don't ask it to write you a poem. Okay, now for a specialist with a really unique superpower. This is Notebook LM, and I want you to think of this one as your personal document expert. Its whole world is your files and nothing else. So here's its superpower. It works inside the documents you give it. You can upload a super dense contract, a long market report, a whole bunch of research papers, whatever. And then you can ask it super specific questions about only that content. It's a total game changer for pulling insights out of documents you already have. And that brings us to our final specialist, GenSpark. This is your report synthesizer. So what does that mean? Well, when you need to pull information from a bunch of different sources and mash it all together into a single, polished report, GenSpark is what you want. Think about creating a competitor analysis or a market overview. Anytime the final product has to be clean, structured, and super easy to read. All right, so you've met the whole team of specialists, right? We've got our writer, our researcher, our Swiss Army knife. Now let's bring it all home and put this into a super simple, actionable framework that you can literally start using today. Okay, this is it. This is the moment it all just clicks. So say goodbye to all that chaos, because this right here,
This is your new, streamlined AI workflow.
Think of this as your new cheat sheet. So, you need to write a business plan? Boom, that's a job for Claude. Need the latest industry trends with actual sources? You go to Perplexity. Got a 50-page PDF on your desktop you need summarized? That's Notebook LM. It's really that simple. It's all about picking the right tool for the job. No more guessing.
So let's zoom out for a second. What's the big takeaway here? Because these specific tools, they're going to change, they're going to evolve. But there is a fundamental principle underneath all this that's going to guide how we work effectively for years to come.
And here it is. This is the core principle. Pick the right tool for the job, then move on. That's it. You need to master the art of selection. Your real value isn't going to be in knowing every single feature of one tool. It's in knowing exactly which specialist to call for any given task. Real efficiency comes from making that right choice fast, and then just getting on with your work.
And that kind of leaves us with one last big thought. We just spent all this time building a toolkit of AI specialists. But think about it. As these tools get better and better at handling these specialized tasks, it really makes you ask the question, what is the unique skill, the unique perspective that you are going to bring to the table? As AI specializes, which specialist will you become?